Have you ever read a recipe and it calls for breadcrumbs and you don't know what kind of breadcrumbs? Is it fresh breadcrumbs, dried breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, seasoned breadcrumbs? Here you go. These are all the breadcrumbs. So here are the most common varieties of breadcrumbs. Dried breadcrumbs are exactly what they say. They are crumbs of bread, very finely ground and dried. They absorb liquids. So if you put them in something where you want to keep something moist, like meatball, meatloaf, they're going to grab onto that moisture and hold it. They also, because they have no moisture in it, fry really well. So if you're coating fish for frying, you're going to use those dried breadcrumbs. Panko breadcrumbs are also dried breadcrumbs, but they've been dried with an electric current. So they're super crispy, no liquid in them at all, and they tend to be more coarse than dried breadcrumbs. These are perfect when you're coating something to put, say, in an air fryer and you want a really crispy coating. It's the panko you're looking for. Seasoned panko breadcrumbs are just panko breadcrumbs that have had dried herbs added to them. Same goes with the dried breadcrumbs. Seasoned dried breadcrumbs are the exact same thing with a mixture of dried herbs added in. Fresh breadcrumbs, if your recipe calls for that, it's asking you to do a little bit of work because fresh breadcrumbs are crumbs made from fresh bread. And the way you do that is by putting bread cubes that you've saved, stale ideally, into a chopper and pureeing them to whatever degree of grind you want. So if you want coarse breadcrumbs, you're going to just pulse them in the chopper for just a few minutes. If you want fine, fresh breadcrumbs, you're going to let that chopper go until they're nice and fine. Fresh breadcrumbs are beautiful to use when you're crisping them yourself. So put fresh breadcrumbs on top of a pasta casserole that's going into the oven because they are going to get toasted and crisp in the oven. Or put those fresh breadcrumbs into a skillet, saute it with a little bit of oil, and get those nice crunchy, crispy, coarse breadcrumbs that you can top into salads or onto a pasta. These are all the breadcrumbs. Now you know how to use them.